Hello, I'm Gary Biggs with JBL Car Audio, and I'm here to talk to you about several reasons why to upgrade your factory car audio speakers. There's many reasons to upgrade your speakers, and I'm going to talk about several of them. First of all, the factory speaker, for example, this particular speaker is a 6-inch speaker. It has a paper cone, it has a foam surround, it has a really inexpensive, cheap plastic mounting basket, and the motor structure is very small. This speaker won't handle very much power, it's not going to last very long, and it's just not going to give you really good mid-range response or low bass reproduction. So a couple of things that we do is we employ lots of JBL technology that's used throughout all of our speakers. One of the things is +1 technology. +1 technology allows us to create a lot larger of a cone. The cone is this part right here, the radiating surface that produces the mid-range and the bass music that we listen to. Our patented technology is how we attach the surround to the landing area out here. It just allows for that cone to be so much larger. The larger cone, again, as I said, allows for better bass, better mid-range clarity. On the back side, you'll notice that we have a large magnet. The magnet is the motor structure that drives the speaker. Being larger, it will handle more power. It just makes the speaker sound so much better and be able to produce so much more bass. You also notice that the basket is a stamped metal basket, so it's very strong and very rigid. When you install this into your vehicle, you don't have to worry about it vibrating and, basically adding distortion to your music. Also, the technology employed in our tweeters, this is a 1-inch edge-driven tweeter. Edge-driven meaning the voice coil is all the way to the outer edge of the tweeter. So this 1-inch tweeter will produce a lot lower frequency, so it will blend in with the mid-range a whole lot better. It will also handle a whole lot more power. So this will add a lot cleaner highs to your music. Another great thing about our crossover, it's a two-way crossover allowing for the upper frequencies to only go to the tweeter, the lower frequencies to only go to the mid-range. This is very important so that you have great sound quality, enhancement for power, performance. If the tweeter is going to be mounted high on the door close to you, you might want to set the setting for -6 dB. That's just going to make the tweeter a little bit softer. If it's going to be mounted lower in the door or in the kick panel or high on the dash far from you, you might want to set it on 0 so you get the full output of the tweeter. We also include Intermount 3 installation bracketry for your mid-range and the tweeters. The brackets allow for the mid-range to mount in any location. A lot of vehicles, as you can see here, have proprietary mounting for their mid-ranges so that not just any speaker will fit in the hole. So we offer brackets that will attach to the door panel of the vehicle, and then our new speaker will fit properly into that panel. So you have a great installation. It's one thing to make a great speaker, but if it's not installed properly, it won't sound great either. We offer several ways of installing the actual tweeter. One of the ways is to simply use the flush mount bracket, which just simply attaches right on top of the door panel. The tweeter goes in and twists and locks into place. Another way is to use the flush cup bracket. Basically, you create a hole in the door panel. This flush cup attaches into place. The tweeter locks in, and now the tweeter can be adjusted up and down. So you have the ability to project the sound to the listener's ear position the best. We also have this Starfish Bracket. The Starfish Bracket is used if you already have an existing component tweeter in your vehicle. This allows for the installation of the tweeter. It can backload behind the door panel. It can top load into an existing mounting location or a speaker hole. And you just simply install it, attach the tweeter, and lock it into place. You can remove any of these plastic tabs to allow for easier installation. Let me show you how easy it is to install our aftermarket JBL speaker into any door panel. A lot of door panels will have a mounting location for the factory speaker that doesn't fit the new JBL speaker. So we supply this ring. This ring is part of the Intermount 3 mounting system. It simply attaches to your door panel, and then it allows a mounting platform for our new aftermarket speaker to mount. So right here I'll install it. Now you can see we've installed the intermount ring over the opening of the factory location for the speaker, and now our new aftermarket speaker will easily mount into location. Okay, so now I'll show the installation of the component tweeter in a flush cup. So once you've created the mounting hole for the tweeter, just simply take the flush cup, put it into place. You can take the mounting ring, secure it to the backside, and now you can see the tweeter is mounted properly in place, as well as the fact that it's a unipivot tweeter, meaning the tweeter is adjustable up and down. This basically will allow you to project the sound into the listener's area of the vehicle so that you have some great crystal clean highs. Now that we have our JBL speakers installed, I'll once again talk a little bit about the technology that we employ in our speakers. First of all, with the mid-range, has a larger magnet structure, bigger motor, meaning it handles more power and will just deliver better sound overall together. The cone area is larger than most speakers. We call this +1 technology. +1 technology allows for the larger cone so that this speaker produces lower bass, better, cleaner mid-range. The tweeter technology is very unique in the fact that we employ an edge-driven 1-inch tweeter. The 1-inch tweeter is larger than a lot of our competitors. It handles more power, it plays lower, it blends better with the mid-range, so you have a lot better highs that blend with your much better mid-range and a lot lower bass that you're getting now out of the speaker. The crossover sends the proper signals to the tweeter. It sends the proper signals or frequencies to the mid-range. We also have the attenuation circuit for the tweeter. Depending on where it's installed in your car, you might want it a little bit louder or a little bit quieter. Another unique thing to our speakers is they are true 4 ohm. What true 4 ohm means is these speakers will extract the maximum amount of power out of your head unit, whether it be the factory radio or an aftermarket radio. They'll also extract the maximum amount of power out of any amplifier. Most amplifiers make maximum power at 2 ohm. And that includes full range amplifiers. So the impedance of these speakers is just a little over 2 ohms. These will allow the amplifier to make maximum power. Most every time when you install these speakers in your car, whether it's to the factory radio, an aftermarket radio, or the amplifier, these speakers are going to play louder than what you had in there before. I'm Gary Biggs with JBL Car Audio, and this is how we allow you to get the best sound out of your car.